I am waiting. I am holding on to my horses. They neigh gently in the moonlight. Hello. Oh, okay, we're all ready. Good. Let's get into it. Let's get into it and let's get ready to rumble and stuff. Yep, that's an intro. Hi everyone. Hope we're doing well. How's your day? My day was okay. Yeah, it was just okay, I think. That's pretty much sums it up. Yeah. I'm excited to get back into Vampyr. You're very excited? Oh good, that's good. Oh, look at that, we've got loads of XP to spend, that's nice. Tomorrow. You're hoping tomorrow will be unproductive, or you're hoping tomorrow will be more productive? Or better, it's just in general. It doesn't have to be productive if you don't want it to be. Let's see, what do I want? What do I want? Oh, more productive, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Let's increase my blood capacity, I think. Big thirst would probably be good as well. Yeah, I think instead of buying a big ticket item, I'm going to just get loads of little buffs. I think that would be a good idea. Let's increase our health. And endurance as well. And then I think, yeah, we'll... Cool. Mr. Porcelain Penis has developed his sickness to anemia, which is great. Good for him. Oswald Thatcher has a headache. Okay. Good to know. Right. Okay, so we need to go to Whitechapel. Because we're investigating blackmail, that's what we were doing, yes. The blackmail of Lady Ashbury. We need to go and find out who is blackmailing her and what to do about that. Preferably without eating them is what we were told. That's what we were told by Lady Ashbury. But if we end up eating them, that's... Are you going to get a bloody snack, or are you just going to get a regular human snack? It'll be interesting to see if Marcy comes back with a human. Oh, yeah, that is pretty sad. I mean, if you kill someone, you probably would get some fresh meat, in fairness. fair enough. I mean, it's good to be healthy. I don't really have the level of self-discipline to be a healthy eater. Well, this ferocious scowl keeps getting bored of me. What about crab? That is true. Crab is indeed meat. Also, hello, Vampyr. Concerning the recruitment of new boys in Whitechapel, I think I found one, Albie. He's as stupid as Stall, but tough. I asked him to prove to me he could get some drugs for the black market and delivered quickly and nicely. Next time we meet, I'll tell him he's accepted as a wet boot boy and he must now meet the bosses to get his orders. Yeah, the wet boot boys are a local gang. Really terrible name. I don't know why anybody would call their gang Wet Boot Boys. It just sounds really shit. But what do I know? I'm not a gangster. I'm no gangster. I'm just a vampire with a big thirst. But he's still around, he's just in Pembroke. Just chilling in Pembroke. Recovering from stab wounds, I presume. But developing pneumonia, apparently. According to the update this morning. This night, I guess, technically. Oh, I didn't dodge at the right time there. Tasty bit of prelim bud to keep us going. A bit more down there. Hello, lads. Hello, lad. Hello, lad. See that fancy clothes? Oh, it's a top. It's on it! It's on it! Just set my nice coat on fire. But what am I? Got him. to. Oh fuck! Jesus Christ! Oh good boy! It's a big fucking wolf. Pass to Jonathan. Does indeed go brr. But I go brr. Brr, 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 brr. That, yeah. No, that didn't really work.
I cannot enter.
To the citizens of London, curfew, official health warning. Curfew will be sounded at 9 PM by the church bells. All citizens must keep off the streets from that time until 5 AM. Until further notice, a citywide curfew has been implemented. It is imperative that you wear your mask to prevent the spread of infection. If any member of your household becomes ill, inform the authorities immediately. Due to curfew not opened after 9 PM. This game is great. It's also realistic because, like, nobody wears a mask. I don't think, you know, even vampires and werewolves would encourage people to wear them.
This is no place for you, sir.
Oh look, it's Roger the Wall and his
Better
friend
go home, sir.
and his other friend.
Turn around. I'll put an end to you.
If you could just all get in an orderly line, please. That's not quite.
Bloody monster!
Okay, I will try to address that. Is that better? Ow. Do I sound a bit better now that my mic is a little bit closer to my mouth? Blood boy need blood. He certainly do. Ow. Especially if he keeps getting shot. What is it with you humans and your guns? I would never resort to such tactics. Oh, I see, right. Okay. Well, we'll be heading into a civilian zone soon, so there'll be less screaming and slaying, I think that's supposed to say. here. I can imagine Tommy Shelby as a vampire. Gives off that kind of energy. Either a vampire or a vampire hunter. One of the two.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
What's up here then? Anything interesting? No. What's going on over there?
Fuck you all! Fuck it all! Stop it now, Albert, stop it!
Oh dear. And what's in this bin? Oh, I can't. Oh, Lord.
Not me.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything. It ain't me.
Well, I'm pretty sure this is the guy from that note. So...
Medication and drugs are a rare commodity in East London. So you picked an easy target, didn't you?
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
So polite.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke
Yeah, that's
Hospital?
pretty typical of a Londoner.
If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
I found the recruiter you were expecting. He's dead, but he carried a note. The Wet Boot Boys have accepted your application.
I knew it! I told you I was tough enough. I'll be free soon.
This is no freedom.
Free? You may soon find out that you have simply traded one set of shackles for another.
You're all fancy words, none of which concern me. Go worry about someone else.
Yeah,
I'm fine
take
and I've
your
a future here.
fancy words and ideas and critical thinking elsewhere.
Goodbye, young man.
See you later, mate. Try not to get killed.
It's all a bloody joke to you, innit? What?
Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
I mean, if I find the treatment for a migraine, I might be able to help you.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar. A coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
Barbaric.
It's a pity that doctors still practice such barbaric methods. It's a dishonor to our profession.
Now only the pills stop me thinking about this shit. To not hear the explosions. I'm even scared of the dark these days.
Like, the dialogue is quite good in this game, but what I would change is the fact that every character that they want you to think is like, you know, drunk or something, is just constantly swaying like he is. I feel like there's a slightly more subtle way to do that. I don't know. Anyway.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just frayed me last nerve.
Yeah, I do hate it when the boys fray my last nerve. Oh, cool, I could eat this guy if I wanted to. It's good to know. I think I've asked everything.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Let's go have a look around.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Why didn't I hear about it during my
will
studies?
look in the settings.
I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
Yeah.
Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your
I'll try my
research,
best.
sir.
Sort that
I'm
out.
Loretta
That's weird
Swanborough,
that's
and it's
doing
always
that.
a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Is that better? Is that better at all? Am I like louder now? Or if not, I'll change audio settings in the game to try and make it relatively better. Maybe if I put... It is better. Okay, what I'll do just in case is I'll put everything to like 7.
Well, a voice never lies, and yours clearly is the voice of a gentleman.
Okay. Oh, Dead by Daylight version 309 just installed. That's nice. Okay.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist
very
who gives
welcome.
away her flowers.
Anything I can do to make the stream as pleasant as possible, just let me know. Within reason. Obviously, I'm not gonna, I don't know, do a backflip or something.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
35 coins? Fucking hell. For a cordial. List of ingredients printed in Latin. This item can be recycled into components. Yeah, I'm guessing it's not actually a miracle cure. Anyway.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
Fucking absolute charlatan. Anywho.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
Yeah, of course, tend to work well for my night. Just gonna stare at him through the gate. Mr. Darius. Yeah, he's got some good sass, in fairness. Pretty sure this is where I'm supposed to stand. I don't think I can stand anywhere else. I have to just wait. Oh, there we go.
Strange man was at the door with the pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
Okay.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid. Cheap price. Welcome, sir. Please
Oh
take
my
a
god,
browse of
this
my
man's
wares.
eyes.
I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
How's
How
business?
is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
Oh, okay.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
Well, you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Money, you say? Oh. Okay.
Right then.
So what you got? Okay, so you got stuff to upgrade weapons and shit. Oh, and opium, just like everyone else. Cool.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor,
Piss off!
Really?
Yeah, I know, right? Money. It's exciting. We'll have to go and get that eventually.
I'm Joe Peterson's son, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
Could have refused.
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed. This is a choice you've made.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Oh, some tea to spill there.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Oh, Barrett. Sorry, guy, I'm getting sidetracked by this drama.
You never lose your focus, do you? Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I'd known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. But these days, he's just another thug.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights with everyone.
Warning is never easy.
It's never easy to find a new path in life. Especially after the loss of a loved one. But crime is certainly not the best option.
We've all had some rough times, haven't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against a wet boot boy.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
I wonder if that'll unlock a hint with... Oh, where did he go? No? What's the button for it? I forget. There we go. There he is. Sorry to interrupt.
You again?
Taking a piss.
What do you want this time?
Oh, okay. No, okay, alright, we'll probably have to find like a note or something. Let's go talk to this lady.
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking
Oh
for
my.
selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Nice. Hey, makes off.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
Fair enough. I don't judge you.
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives.
I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly. But it is not your concern, Doctor.
Okay. Oh, she's got fatigue, bless her.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed, or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Considering your
Yeah, I like her as
line
well.
of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
You know what, that is fair. Okay.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Who else is in the area? You got some dude, another dude, some dude up there. Is he in a house? Oh, maybe I can get him to come to the door. Knock, knock.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Let me in, bitch.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way. Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
Yeah, give me a sec, Harry. I'm just gonna take all your shit. Don't mind me. Excuse me, Joe. Just taking all your shit. Whoop. Oh, he's doing something. He's doing something. What's he doing?
Calm down, Harry. You've no idea what it's like outside. You don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Does this count as, like, watching him do the thing? Do I have to stand somewhere else? Yeah, I'm standing right, but oh, I have to stand there. I have to be outside? Okay, hold on. Can I? Is there a door? Oh, shit, okay. Stay right there, Joe. Don't move. Run, Doctor. It's of the utmost importance. Yes, there we go.
So you only hurt people because you care about me? Is that it?
Don't be such a brat. I'll do what I must to provide us with food and medicine, that's all.
Mum would never have let you bully an old friend like Mr. Lewis. Shame on you.
Harry, I'm your father and I love you. But don't you ever speak to me like that again.
What? You're gonna beat me too?
Jesus. Give me patience.
Oh, the plot thickens. Just FYI, this has, like, absolutely nothing to do with what we're supposed to be doing.
They must be too busy to answer.
Just keep knocking, Doctor.
I will return at a more convenient time.
Oh, come on. Yeah, go on, piss off. Wait, actually, don't piss off. Come here.
You again?
Yeah,
What do you want this
does. Unfortunately, we can't suck him yet. We have to be level 3. It's a difficult relationship with your son.
Why is your relationship with your son so difficult?
Harry and I are so different. Sometimes I wonder if he's my own blood. Seems he's ashamed to be my son.
Why not change that then? If you used your strength to do good, perhaps Harry wouldn't feel that way about you.
How dare you tell me what I should or shouldn't do with my boy? Who the fuck are you to interfere like that?
You're too protective.
I don't doubt your motives. I'm certain you simply wish to provide for your family. But this desire might be the cause of your misery.
I don't think I like your attitude, sir. In fact, I'm starting to dislike your face so much, I might try to improve it, see?
I'd like to see you try, Colossus Joe.
Oh, yeah, Doctor.
In the meantime,
Go for
I'm
it.
sure I can't be of any help to your son. I am a doctor, remember?
Never. Harry's complicated. Fragile, you could say. Doesn't mingle with strangers. Now leave us alone.
Shit. Alright, well.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Fuck you, I was still gonna go in there anyway.
Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure. Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Yeah.
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, he does his cheekbones for days. He'll probably grow up to be even more handsome, I assume.
Have you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes. And he scolded me and told me to leave him alone. I guess my father frightens him too much.
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
Jeez, kid, cut yourself some slack. This isn't your fault.
You and your father have a difficult relationship, Harry. Tell me, did he ever hurt you?
No, never. My father can be brutal and rude, violent even. But he never touched an hair on my head.
What is going on between you two then?
It's his job, if you can call it a job. He bullies people. Men and women we know, like poor Mr. Lewis, is just not right.
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough, like... Well, you know.
Speaking of which, what can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my father's decision. But look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
Not really.
This place is awful, I agree. But does that not mean your situation can only improve?
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. But I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
Fucking hell, Doctor, that was a bit savage. Why don't you just leave?
I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed. It's the living I'm afraid of.
Okay. So we got all the hints we can out of him. I mean, we're probably not gonna eat this guy, right? He seems quite nice, but
goodbye, young man.
Nonetheless,
take care of yourself.
Quite sad that we messed up that hint. Must have had to be more of a dick to his dad. Actually, there might be more things I can say to him.
You again?
Yeah, me again.
Harry doesn't seem happy living in Whitechapel. Why did you make him come here?
I've always put my son's interests above everything else, whatever he may think. Our house is small but affordable. The walls are thin, but the door is solid.
You really love your son, don't you, Mr. Peterson?
He's my pride and joy. Even if he hates me for the choices I make and pushes me buttons more than he should.
Since the criminal nature of your job means you could be arrested, are you not afraid of what would happen to your boy if you were?
No one will ever take my son away from me. If that ever occurred, I'd hunt the bastard down and rip off his head with my bare hands.
Sure, okay.
Do you have any regrets?
Only one. Not to have my beloved wife by my side. She died when Harry was little. My sweet Jane. She gave the boy confidence.
You know, you could do that if you weren't such a cunt.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Anyways, back to what we were supposed to do. Hello.
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town?
Absolutely
Name's
not.
Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I
know this, you know, he raised his hand to his kid. It's just not on. I mean, that's understatement of the century, but yeah. Let's ask him some.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
We sure do, Clayton. We sure do.
Now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
Yeah, no, I agree, Marcy, I agree.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
It's a disgrace. People are left to die alone. No one is properly informed of the risks.
These are bad times indeed. So much for the glorious British Empire.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Fair enough.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
My rationalism has been shaken.
I must confess, some of my rational views have been shaken by recent events.
I'll remember to stay away from the district's roughest streets then.
No. Okay.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
Care about public health.
I'm a doctor, Mr. Darby. I care about everything involving public health and this epidemic.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain Nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
So you do know something.
You are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
There's no relatives?
He has no relatives at all?
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nivicott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Oh.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Oh, look, he's all jazzed up. Sure, this is going to be a fun conversation. Oh, what's Clayton doing? Is he trying to get into the church? Okay, very, very strange. The epidemic is really having a weird effect on people.
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Strap in, folks. Incoming Armageddon conversation.
You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
Have you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted. I sent him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic?
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Yeah, he was implying that. Well, he wasn't implying. He was stating that we are lost because we are scientific. Yeah, probably, but he's for some reason a level 5, so that's annoying.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
You're gonna have to remind me about all, everyone who's on the list when we get a few more mesmerism levels up.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
Well, you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Sure.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes. No.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
Where do you put the limit?
Purification by fire has proved useful, but where do you stop? Burn the clothes? The buildings? The corpses? Worse?
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad and dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time Torquemada. The Savonarola of Whitechapel.
Yeah, fuck, get him, Doctor.
If you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool?
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
So much tasty XP. Already half of the hints. Damn.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Right, okay. So let's go find that poet. He's around here. Mr. Nethercott? Oh, no, there's a dazzled scowl instead. Hello. A bit more dazzled now. Whee. Oh, hello, there's three of them. Ow. Yeah, there's a meme. Oh. Hit me. Ow. Christ. Go. Ow. Lovely. Alright. Moving on. In there? There he is. Monsieur.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really?
Ah.
Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
Why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
Do you not think it a little bit morbid?
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much. And that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But she's
Yeah.
If she moves uptown.
To be fair, I don't think he interferes with her life at all, as far as I'm aware.
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives, how she survives, whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
Yeah, it is a bit icky, isn't it? Yeah. No, I agree.
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles and the added hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox.
Hey, if you want to add him to the list.
Raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Yeah, fair.
What are your thoughts on the terrible...
Well, he isn't hurting anyone that we know of, yeah.
The death of so many innocents is a tragedy, but the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Quite a unique point of view.
Yes. The enjoyable silence of the grave. You have a unique perspective on the situation, I must admit.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
Yeah. Yeah. But... yeah.
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
The typical trope of the crazy artist.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a fair point. Although, if you're rich, you can still get the flu, but you're less likely to because you probably have better access to healthcare, sanitary services. Yeah, it's not really the same.
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear doctor.
Huh. Funny.
I understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Damn. Alright.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Let's have a look around. Oh look, there she is. The object of his affection.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly. Tell me about Richard Nethercott. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia.
I feel like in her head she's just like, bruh, I can't talk. What are you doing?
I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it?
Yeah, she's mute. Like, she probably could, I don't know, like, I feel like she's intelligent enough to do, like, sign language or something like that, or give some indication, but, there is, like, the whole thing, like, where she chooses not to talk to people, which is understandable. But, yeah. Yeah, so she understands what we're saying. Yeah, she can hear us. Yeah. She just simply chooses not to. Yeah, because she works for. Well. If I come out of here.
Goodbye.
So she was just interacting with this flower, and if we go into this flower, it has one of those. If you're sick, if you have no money, yada yada yada, go to Dorothea. Yeah. So she distributes the leaflets out to people, and puts them around. So if we go back to her, and use this information.
Camellia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary.
She's the first nurse that we met, Dorothy Crane.
Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever.
No, so the first nurse that in Pembroke who had blood on her hands and on her top, and then she came up to our room and was like, "We've run out of medicine. We need you to go to the morgue to find more medicine for us." And then we saw her on a boat, like with some dude. Yeah. But yeah, Camellia here distributes the leaflets for her. So she has enough understanding of people's voices to, like, understand those tasks and do them. But yeah, she's mute and doesn't speak.
Very well. Goodbye then.
Yeah, it was the boat part was like the first time that we spied on someone. Are we knock on this door? No. It's a cheapest door. Oh, this is the letter that he threw away. Although, didn't he rip it up? Never mind. My dearest, my most beloved children, I am so sorry you have not heard from me in a few months. The situation in London has been difficult. I know it may sound selfish and silly when you, my children, are still living in a country consumed by war. But there is also a war going on here in England, a war against poverty and against injustice. This is the war I intend to fight, despite my advanced years. This is why I'm writing to you today. I won't be coming back to Romania. Sorry, I'm very sniffly. That probably means I won't see you again before I die. Don't be sad, my darlings. You are grown up now, and you have children of your own, and you know the sacrifice we sometimes must accept to make the world a better place. This is one I must make now, to feel useful one more time. I wish you a long and happy life. Kiss my grandchildren for me, and remember that your father loves you all the way from this cold, damp country. I am, as your ever-loving father, Darius Petrescu.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
Yeah, it's also really fucking sad, Doctor.
It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please. You again? Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Oh, we've reached 99 comments. That's exciting. One more comment. Someone say something goofy. Oh, what's this? Of my many journeys, I believe I was the most amazed by my exploration. So, just say the 100th comment is cock. Everybody, that's yeah. And then the next one was something goofy. Yeah, should have seen both of those really coming. Well, there you go. Nice guys. I'm so damn proud. Anywho, of my many journeys, I believe I was most amazed by my exploration of the Mediterranean Isles. Yes, see. Okay, that was actually pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, you got me there. Well done. The Mediterranean Isles, particularly the Isle of Santorini, searching for traces of vampire presence in the sunburnt lands. Herodotus himself refers to the island in his fourth book, and I'm personally convinced that there are many mysteries to be unveiled in this part of the world. Who knows that even today the island of Santorini, whatever, is still considered by some as the most vampire-infested place in the world, way more than the Carpathians, and that its inhabitants are considered as specialists of the vampire hunt, or the hunt for Veritakas, as they call this creature. According to the local myths, the other word for vampires is a dead person who does not decay and who can show a vermilion complexion. As long as he is gorged with fresh blood, he cannot enter a house without knocking and getting a response. Garlic makes him flee. He does not consume under the sun, but his skin blackens. He cannot change into wolf and other animals. Oh, he can change into wolf and other animals. What struck me the most is that the same name exists with small variations from the Mediterranean Sea to the Balkans. The Greeks called him Varrokoboh. The Bulgarians and the Macedonians name him Varrokoboh or Varlachovachu. The Serbians call him Volkodok. Yes, Volkodok. A name so similar to Volkod, one I can pronounce. We already know, my dear brothers, just to write the few words now gives me the shivers. I am personally convinced that we are confronted to some of proto-vampire. Maybe they are the missing link between the modern vampires and the creatures that came before them. If God allows me enough time, I wish one day to go back to the Centauri Island and find the trail of this antique and forgotten figure from Drinking at the Fountain of Knowledge by Usher Talltree, primate of St. Paul's Brotherhood stall thing. Oh, that was a tough one for me to read for some reason. Oh, dear. Alright. What else we got? A safe.
It's locked, all right.
It sure is. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's good to read the law. I'm glad. But I won't be held responsible if you fall asleep. Just saying. Like, you know, you've said before that my voice is calming and soothing. If you fall asleep, that's on you, man, not me.
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced.
Thanks.
May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
Oh,
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
But it's not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. But I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu? Children or grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead. As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but thank you, Dr. Reed. I appreciate your trust.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
Fair enough.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family?
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Tell me everything.
I do not...
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane?
Like myself and many people in this area. Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. Oh. My dear Dorothea, when you read this letter I will be on the boat that will take Anton and me back to Brasov. England was not for us, and I confess I cannot wait to see the proud hills of Transylvania. As soon as we are there, I promise I'll light a candle in the Black Church and pray for you to survive this terrible epidemic. I know that you do not agree with this decision and that you are determined to be more useful by helping our comrades exiled in the East End, but Anton cannot wait to return to our beloved country and see our long-awaited revolution bloom. He is my husband. I will stay by his side. I know we had our arguments and our fights. I know you would have wanted me to stand by your side and help you manage this clinic of yours. But now that I'm leaving England, be assured that if anything would happen to you, if you were ever in great trouble or danger, I would come back immediately to London, with or without Anton. Please think of me as much as I think of you. I am your affectionate sister, Theodora. Check something. Okay, so we got one there. Let's see if maybe I can talk to Darius about that letter.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on in. Yes?
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Alright, okay. What are we missing? There's something in here missing. Just want to try and get like all of the hints for her. Yeah, I don't think this is the point of no return, so I think probably alright to talk to her first and then yeah, and then try and get the hints afterwards. But just in case, can I save it? No, I can't save it.
I need help!
Alright, fine.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor.
He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Don't question me, nurse. I need a drain. Now.
Yes, Doctor.
No time.
He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor!
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along?
Yes. Full disclosure, there's no way that you can actually save him. I've tried all the different combinations in my playthroughs and stuff.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could? Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Here to test my bedside manners.
Walk away. No. Yeah, I might just walk away. Bye, that's great. Okay.
It's locked.
Ah, balls. Okay. I'm like 95% sure this isn't the point of no return, but I really hope that it isn't.
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
You know, that is entirely valid.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
God damn it. Okay, right. Full disclosure. Okay, I'm just going to say this now. So the bit where it's like you get all the hints and stuff is actually pretty fucking dark. So whilst I would have liked to have that option available just so that you guys could, like, you know, see it, I guess, or like, you know, have all of the options, you know, so from a completionist standpoint, I'm just going to go ahead and say it's probably the worst option, morally speaking. I'll tell you what happens, unless you don't want to know. Yeah, if anybody doesn't want to know, just say now in the comments and I'll keep my mouth shut. I'll give you a few seconds to catch up and decide. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that Yessie, I've already shown you the game. So I'm gonna, yeah, just go on with it. So basically, and again, if you don't want to hear this, tune out now. But basically, if you get all the hints and you go through with the mesmerism sort of option, what you do is essentially you use all the information that you've got on her about her home country and everything, and wipe her memory to the point where she forgets why she was doing what she was doing, like why she was blackmailing and why she was helping people and everything, and you mess her up so badly that she can't do her job anymore. She becomes kind of a husk, and the people suffer for it, which honestly I think is worse than killing her, because she just kind of sits there with like fish eyes, like, you know, like blank staring. It's horrible. Like when I did it, I really regretted it. So yeah, I would say that this option, the sparing her, is probably the best option. Do we want to embrace her? Open to chaos. We would get XP if we embrace her. Probably quite a lot. Like about 1,000, I think. But the community would suffer even more than usual because she's like a pillar of the community. Yeah, like, narratively speaking, she's not really done anything wrong, so there's not really. It would be more like if you wanted more power, or if you just wanted to do like an evil playthrough. But yes, okay, I will spare her.
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then?
No, just privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor. Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal.
There we go. That resolved itself quite nicely. And new mesmerism level, look at that. We didn't even have to kill anyone. Oh. The hell? What the hell are you guys doing here?
This one stinks already.
Don't worry, Nurse Crane. Just taking care of security. Oh fuck, maybe not. I don't know. I guess they must have gotten like some kind of tip that there are vampires here or something. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out when I kill them instead of dying. I was trying to spring to the guy behind, but it did not work. I ended up just getting shot and stabbed instead. Yeah, it's pretty illegal. But, well, I mean, they're gonna die, so it doesn't really matter. District status is serious. Okay, I should probably do something about that. Wait, Nurse, do you have like a... does she have like a thingy? Yeah, that's also true. She doesn't have a workbench, okay. Alright, come and have a go if you think you're hard enough.
The flu killed this one. He's fine! I'll take it!
Where do you come from? Fuck no. Works for me though. Oh. Nom nom nom. Ah, no. Yeah. They attacked a dispensary that was helping the poor, and then all got killed by a vampire. That's not really good for PR, but what do I know? there's a hideout nearby. Is that it there? Oh, not there. Dead man. Dead man. There's no need to feel down, I said dead man.
I cannot enter.
What? Oh, wait, is there rats? Oh, yes.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Better believe it. Gotta refill that blood bar somehow. Dead inside. Don't dead open inside. Am I right? What I might try to do before I level up is craft a bunch of stuff and go around and heal some of the people so that the district doesn't fall apart, because that would be problematic. Oh wait, someone in here. Okay. Here we go, right. Let's see. Actually, let's see what we need before we start crafting everything. Alright, fatigue. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for fatigue, okay. Okay. Oh, I think someone had the gold as well, so have a look. Oh, he's got bronchitis as well. Got bronchitis. You don't really got time for that. Alright, so yep. Don't have that yet. Yep. Pretty sure that's everyone. Yeah, right, let's go be a doctor. And then we'll level up as a vampire. Let's go treat his bronchitis.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on in. Yes?
Do you need some help, Mr. Petrescu?
I am very tired, but that is all. I don't need you, Doctor.
Well, I think you do. Take this, and you'll feel better.
Free drugs from an English doctor. It must be my lucky day.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Okay, that's one down. Okay, so we should probably head by the church. Where is that? That's it there, so I think we go this way. we go.
Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure.
Nice thing about this is that we get XP for everyone that we give drugs to, which is quite nice. Oh, no. Don't go. There we go.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered.
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Even my dreams are soaked with glue.
Christina.
Hail, my lord. Would you like me to
Good evening, Christina.
change your mind, Mr. Reed?
No, I just want to give you
Do you
some
need
medicine.
any assistance, Miss Popper?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
I am shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Okay, you're healthy. Where's Clayton Darby? I think he's sick or something. Usually he hangs around here. Oh, there he is.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation.
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
I hope you have fun doing that. Right, who else was I? Richard Nethercott. Okay, he's close by. Albert Palmer. Oh, you guys are back.
Good evening, Mr. Nethercott.
And good evening to you too.
Do you need medical?
It may be
I understand your...
the nutrition of my...
I'll leave you...
Alright, first. Last one on the list is Albie Palmer. He hangs out on the way back to the thingy, I believe. I'll go around this way.
It's locked, all right.
No, I think it's... Yeah, here we go.
How are you, boy? Do you need us?
Please.
There you go.
Very funny.
Good.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Not me.
Okay. And now we will head back to Pembroke and rest. And then report back to Lady Ashbury. I'll make sure everybody is...
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
What's going on here?
Kill it, boy!
Oh, the fucking Sheen brothers. I assume, unless they're father and son. Or married, I guess. Think of that. Ow. Ow. Oh. Shit now. Those Sheen brothers don't mess around.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Crush the meat, boys!
God, what? The game froze. No. Uh-oh. Well, let's just give the game a moment to see if it stops shitting itself. Hold on, maybe if I do that again. stream though, won't it? This is annoying. Hi Marcy, welcome back. The game has frozen. That's where we're at the moment. I think, yeah, I mean, we're just about to hit the 2-hour mark, and we have made some considerable progress. So, perhaps maybe we pick up this in another stream. Maybe, I don't know when exactly, but in the next stream maybe I'll kill the Toby brothers and hopefully they won't crash my game. Yeah, sorry about this, folks. I would have liked to have, you know, closed the quest off by reporting back to Lady Ashbury, but yeah, just seems a bit to then, you know, close the game and start a new stream just to do that. But yeah, as ever, thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the stream, and I hope that you continue to enjoy Dr. Reed's adventures. I would say suckful adventures, but we haven't actually sucked anyone yet. So that's going to be fun if we do. It's probably going to be equally fun if we don't. Oh, that's very kind of you to say, Marcy, and I love you all as well. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.